In the Brother Race Report, we visit the Teza track in Richards Bay for highlights of the TRP National Motocross held there recently. Welcome to the Teza track in Richards Bay for the penultimate round of the South African National Motocross. A good entry has come up for today, as well as a huge crowd around this beautifully prepared track, probably the best track in South Africa. About 40 k's outside of Richards Bay, and the first race will be for the 50cc class. Let's chat to a couple of the kids.
I'm Willem and I'm riding a KTM in the 50 class.
My name is Vian de Ploy. I ride a KTM in the 50 class.
Highly competitive is this 50cc class, and riders from all over Southern Africa will be taking part. Championship leader at the moment is Emmanuel Bacco from Zimbabwe. He's at a tremendous year as they go down into turn number 1. When straight away one of the riders down, I think it's Vian de Ploy, one of the pre-race favourites, has actually crashed out of this race. He's going to have his work cut out if he wants to make his way up. Not a good start either from Emmanuel Bacco. You'll see he's on bike number 10 with the red number plate that does signify that he is the current championship leader. But out front it is bike number 57, James Thompson on his KTM, making mincemeat of this track. Number 13, that's Willem Huff just behind him. You're looking for Emmanuel Bacco. He seems to have dropped out of proceedings just a little bit. Vian de Ploy starting to charge through the field on 199. Ooh, and a mistake there for bike number 79. That is Wyatt McGregor, but he gets going again. Lots of outside help from the parents standing around the track. They really want to see their kids do well. Vian de Ploy, really great style from that kid. Emmanuel Bacco, really struggling at the moment. This is not normal for him. But Vian de Ploy is making his way through the field. They're in a big dice at the moment with Willem Huff and Luca Meinhardt just behind them. Neil van der Pfeiffer, Luke Grundy a bit further down the field on 450 than we would have thought. Seth Young is in there as well. And look at Bacco as he's charging and carving his way through the field. A great technical track for these little riders and extremely safe. If you want to get your kids into a better form of sport, this is the way to go. Number 79 again, one slipping in the sand. That is Wyatt McGregor. Oh, and lots of help there as bike number 94 gets going. That's Aidan Henley. Oh, Emmanuel Bacco has come together with Kai Ormond. With just a lap or so to go. Emmanuel Bacco tangling with a back marker. I hope he's okay. Looks like his dad's got him up there, so I think he's going to be fine. Checkers do come out. James Thompson, the winner of this class. What a fantastic ride from him. The rider taking part in the MX2 class will be Bradley Cox. Let's catch up with him.
Started off the year really good, with some really good results, and unfortunately just before the first round of European Championship I had quite a big crash in practice, and I broke everything in my left shoulder, so I was out for 4 or 5 months, and I missed half the season, all the season basically, and then did the last round of European and a few national races over there in the Belgium, and I got some podiums in the national races and ended up doing really good at Aston, so it was good to finish the season off strong, and now we're home and going to do some races here because it's always good to do some racing back home, and why not?
Great to see Bradley back in South Africa, waiting for the MX2 class to come up onto the starting grid. There they are, bike number 57, the current championship leader. In fact, Maddie Milan could wrap up the South African Championship right here today at the Teza track. As our Monster Energy girls give the 5-second board, we wait for the off of this MX2 class. Heat number 1, down to the first turn they go. Will it be the whole shot king on his KTM, Kerem Fitzgerald? He's had so many this year. Yes, it is. Got the green and yellow top, the Thor top right behind him. Looks like Tristan Purden's had a great start. Round the outside goes Maddie Milan. Also see Neville Bradshaw. Look out for him, especially towards the end of the race. He's commuting from England for these races here, so he's probably a little bit tired from the aeroplane as they come over that fantastic tabletop. Also good start from Anthony Reynard, the Cape Town kid. Reed Cynics right up there on 225. Just ahead of Ryan Gilly and Johan Vogelsang. Milan is absolutely flying, trying to wrap up the South African Championship there on bike number 57. Right behind him it is Tristan Purden and Anthony Reynard. As they go through that FMF turn, you can see the style of Kerem Fitzgerald using that sand to great advantage. Now, to the big triple step up they go. Take a look at this jump as they fly up and over. monster triple step up. These 250s are on the rev limiter as they climb up there. Most spectacular track in South Africa. In fact, this is a world-class facility that would do justice to Grand Prix racing in the world of motocross. It says 49, but it's actually 272. Neville Bradshaw, who is really flying around this track. He's been closely followed by Tristan Purden on the Yamaha. Bradshaw on 49 because a tribute to one of the lady stunt riders who recently got injured, so our thoughts go out to her. Red Bull, KTM out front, Kerem Fitzgerald, he's being chased down now by Bradshaw. On the Tinswala out of Africa, Vision Racing, Yamaha close behind them. Matty Milan's charging as well. Matty Milan only has to score something like 10 points today to pick up the South African Championship, and that's what he's riding for at the moment. Reed Sinix on the TLB Monster Energy. Yamaha has hit the dirt in the beach section. Our leader, Kerem Fitzgerald, has been closed down by Neville Bradshaw, and Matty Milan has come from far back. Him and Bradshaw, they're side by side as they go up the triple step up. Milan squeezes up on the left-hand side and gets past Neville Bradshaw. It's as easy as that. He is on a charge, but Bradshaw coming back at him as they go down the hill. Meantime, out front, Kerem Fitzgerald holds on to that lead. But look at this dice going in for second and third places. Probably the best race we've had all year in the South African National Motocross. Anthony Reynard into the Thor curve. Right behind him, Tristan Purden. Reed Sinix behind them in sixth. And just a few seconds down the road behind them, Ryan Angelian. It does look like our international rider, Bradley Cox, has got a problem with his KTM. We're coming down towards the checkers. It's going to be Kerem Fitzgerald. The flag comes out. What a win for the Red Bull KTM rider, as close as that. More of the MX2s a bit later on, but right now let's focus on the 65cc class and speak to some of the riders.
Hi, I'm Tyler Tarantino and I'm riding the KTM in the 65cc class.
Hello, my name's Nate McClellan. I'm number 48 and I ride the 65 KTM.
I'm Jonathan Limi. I ride KTM in the 85 class and the 65 class. And yeah, the track's really good and I'm looking forward to it.
The Flying Freckles Brigade on the 65cc bikes. Little wheels and huge horsepower for these bikes. Looking for bike number one. Championship leader Camden McClellan. Not the greatest of starts for him. John O'Malley always in the shout here as they come up and over into the top end of this track. Whole shot has gone to Dylan Kirk. Great start from him. Just there is Blake Young and Ike Clarkson as well, with Nate McClellan also in the mix. Brother Camden will be looking to get past him straight away. There is Tyler Tarantino. We spoke to him a bit earlier on, and he was looking forward to this track, and a faller straight away on the first lap. Camden McClellan has already pulled out a good lead over John O'Malley on bike number 2, the TRP KTM. Ike Clarkson on 44 in the mix as well. Look at this big step up as they climb up to the top end of this track. The big bikes clear that in one jump. Little 65s, of course, don't have that much horsepower. Chase Honeycomb and Nate McClellan battle up the hill as well, revving those 65cc bikes. That is Jadine De Lima on bike number 7 out front. Our leader has got a massive lead. Camden McClellan over John O'Malley, flying down the hill. It's up one side and back down the other. Dylan Kirk gets airborne as he goes down, and he's now back into 5th place after that great start. You can see Malimi as they go through the roop section. Suspension doing overtime. Those little wheels getting caught in the deep sand. Very tricky for these riders. See Tyler Tarantino through the roop section as well, and he's being followed there by Keegan Honeycomb and Jadine De Lima just behind on bike number 7. Hard work for these riders, but Camden McClellan, our championship leader, picks up another 25 points in the 65 class. Loads of water being put on the track as we wait for the MX2 bikes to get back out onto the track. Will he wrap up the title? I think he might. Matthew Milan. Hopefully he's going to wrap it up today, then we can get back to normal racing after that. 250cc 4-stroke bikes in the MX2 class. They all look pretty happy to be down on the starting grid of this fabulous track near Richards Bay. Our Monster Energy girls show the 5-second board. The gates will drop and away we go down to the first turn. Turn number 1. Who gets the whole shot? Looks like it could be Tristan Purden. Bike number 41 on the TLB Monster Energy Yamaha machine. No, it's Reed Sinix who's got a great start this time around. He's coming back from injury as well, so we wonder how long he's going to last in this race. Bradshaw on 49, aka 272. He clears that tabletop up the hill, the only rider to do so straight away. Neville Bradshaw showing his intentions. Look at the speed as they come up from the top end of the track back down towards the car park and the pit area. Bradshaw and Sinex are side by side over that roof section. Great angles from our camera crew. Sinex going around the outside. Bradshaw back on the inside and takes the lead in this race. Yes, they're coming up towards the triple step up. Take a look at it as they fly over this section. Reynard, also a good start from Anthony Reynard. Kieran Fitzgerald, where is he on 108? He's down in 5th place at the moment. Good start from Bradley Cox on 16 as well. He's lying in 6th place, dousing it out with Johan Vogelslang. Maddie Milan, he's riding for the points. Let's not forget that. He just has to finish in the points, and that will be the South African Championship. Looks like he's bashed his foot on the ground there. Maddie Milan favouring the 1 foot. Right behind him, 23, Anthony Reynard starting to come through the field. This is great stuff from Neville Bradshaw. Purden now up there just behind him. He's got ahead of Reed Sinex. And there is the Husqvarna bike number 23, Anthony Reynard. Neville Bradshaw, 272. How fast is this guy? He comes out from England for each of these races. 34 goes for our shot. That's Tristan Cuthbert. He's being followed closely by Tyrone Beverly on bike number 12, also Yamaha mounted for this year. You can see how much water they've put down on the track to keep the dust down. Dust is motocross enemy. You don't want dust out on the track. Well done to the organisers today. They've done a fantastic job on putting this track together. Neville Bradshaw, smooth as silk. Goes through that berm section. Look how he jumps across the track at that point. Purden's having a fantastic ride. Tristan Purden, TLB, Monster Energy Yamaha. Now big dice going on between Anthony Reynard and Kieran Fitzgerald. Husqvarna versus KTM. Both Red Bull riders for today. Bradshaw comes around the beach section. Stays on the track. Oh, and a bit of a problem there for Tristan Purden on 41. Almost going off the track. Anthony Reynard sprays Kieran Fitzgerald full of sand, and Fitzgerald runs off the circuit, losing 3 seconds in the process. Tricky section of the track, and Maddie Milan, the same thing. The berm's broken, the riders are coming around, and that berm is not coming out the way they want it. A great win though for Neville Bradshaw on the Tin Swallow out of Africa. Vision Racing Yamaha, second place to Tristan Purden, with Maddie Milan wrapping up the championship in South Africa.
Didn't go the best for me. First moto I got second, not too bad. Second moto I got 5th. I made a silly little mistake. Not too happy with it, but we got the championship. I'd like to thank TLB, Monster Energy, Yamaha, FMF, Pro Taper, Acerbis, Motul, SGS Motorsports, SM Pro Wheels, just Richie from Raystar Graphics, Broad from Fox. The Fox kit's the best I've ever ridden with, so thanks to everyone. It's been a good year.
In the full results roundup, the 50cc class of the TRP National Motocross held at Teza was won overall by James Thompson, ahead of Emmanuel Bacco, Vian Duploy, Luca Meinhardt, Willem Huff and Luke Grundy. Camden McClellan wrapped up the 65cc class with John O'Malimi and Blake Young on the podium. Ike Clarkson, Dylan Kirk and Nate McClellan were also in the points. Expat racer Neville Bradshaw edged Kieran Fitzgerald out by a single point in the MX2 class, with Tristan Purden in 3rd spot. Maddie Milan's point score was enough to win the South African Championship for 2015.